What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's feeling fabulous. Super excited to be making this video. It's on one of my new favorite things, and that is the Bondi Sands Aero Ultra Dark. It is the bomb.com. Like, I'm not even kidding you. So it's an aerated self-tanning foam, and so what that means is that, like, it's more of a mousse, and it is like impressive, honestly. So I'll show you. I hate to even waste it, but yeah, so it is a mousse. It does dry kind of fast, but that's one of the claims. It says quick dry formula, so that is true. But it's so nice. Like, I feel like it being a mousse, it's so much easier to apply than if it was like a regular, like, well, this is like, they're all called mousses, but this is like aerated, so it's like fluffy. And that makes all the difference, because I feel like it's so much at a time, and so, like, I want to say creamy, but not creamy, that it's just so easy to spread, and I love it. It makes tanning so much easier, so much quicker for me, and that's awesome because I literally tan, well, now I tan like every 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days, depends, because I've kind of found like what works, and yeah, so it is whatever makes me have to tan less often and makes it as quick as possible. Like, I'm all for it, but I also want a nice tan. Another thing that it says is that it has intense hydration, which is so true, because like the next day I am always so smooth, so you don't feel like your skin's dried out or anything like that after using it, which is so important to me. And then it also says that it has a coconut scent. Like, I am not kidding you when I tell you it is my favorite scented tanner. Like, after you have it on your body for a while, it does like have that self-tanning smell, but I usually sleep in it, so that doesn't really bother me that much. When you apply it, it does smell like coconuts. Like, and the next day, it's so funny because it smells coconut-y everywhere in my house. And it doesn't bother me though, because it's like tropical vibes and it smells really good. Yeah, I do think all three of those things that it says is true. It says, Bondi Sands Aero. Experience the next generation in a self-tan with Bondi Sands Aero Ultra Dark, our darkest aerated self-tanning foam. Darkest is key word for me, because I use Ultra Dark in every tanning product that I use, because I am white, like so pale, and I like to be tan all year around. So Ultra Dark is true with this too, because it's dark. With dual tanning activities and our signature coconut scent, this ultra lightweight aerosol foam will leave your skin with the deepest, long-lasting Australian tan. It says, step 1, for an even streak-free tan, ensure your skin is clean, exfoliated, and free of any moisturizers. So I always do shave, exfoliate, make sure I don't have like anything on my skin, and it's like super prepped in order to all your tan is old tan scrubbed off, because that's what will make the tan go on smoothly and like not give you streaks or anything like that. The one thing that I will say is, like, it says don't use a moisturizer, but I always moisturize my hands, my elbows, a little bit on my knees, and then like my ankles and stuff. I just use the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. It's really good. Like, I use it every day too for like upkeep and stuff. It doesn't have a scent to it, so that's the one thing, but it is good for your tan. So I put that on my elbows and hands and knees and ankles and feet before I put on my tanner. And then it says, step 2, apply Bondi Sands Aero liberally to a Bondi Sands applicating mitt before using a long sweeping motion to legs, arms, and body. Use remaining residue on mitt for face, elbows, and knees. I usually do use the Loving Tan mitt, but I just recently bought the Bondi Sands one, and I will say, like, it is so soft. Like, it's softer than the Loving Tan one. So I really like that. I haven't used it with this yet, because I use it with, like, so right now too, in between tans, I use the Everyday Gradual tanning milk. My next video will be on this, so I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's really good for upkeep. But back to here where it says like long sweeping motions, I never do sweeping motions. Like I always do circular motions. I pump a lot out of there, circular motions. I do wait to do my elbows after I do my whole arm, and then I just like go over it. And then same with whatever's left over on the mitt, I just put on my hands. But this is done really good at not giving me that crazy tan hand or tan elbow, which is super key to me because I hate that, because you're like, oh, you have such a nice tan, and then like you go out and you're like hiding your hands because you're like, geez, everybody knows like my tan's fake. So I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, that's what happened. And then it says step 3 is leave on skin for at least 6 hours. Like I said, I sleep in it. After I wake up, I tend to keep going throughout my day, so sometimes it stays on for at least 10 hours. And then it says shower with water and pat dry. That's key, is patting dry. I do just rinse off the first time, and then I'll pat dry, fully moisturize, and then the next day I'll actually like shower. And it says for a deeper tan, reapply Bondi Sands Aero 30 minutes after initial application, which I always do because I want like to be so tan. Anyways, all around, like, oh, this tan, it will make you green. So when you first apply it, you're gonna be so green that you won't be able to do anything. Like you can't go anywhere, see nobody, because you'll be green. So beware of that one. That is the one thing that I will say. But after you take your like first shower, it rinses off. So don't be like discouraged by that. It's just the color guide. It'll wash off in the shower. So yeah, that's really the only thing with the application that's like whatever, because you look kind of scary because it's green. What's really cool is that you could pick this up at Walgreens for like $29, and that's awesome to not have to go to like a beauty store, order online or something like that. And like I usually pay a little bit more for my tan, so $29 is totally reasonable, especially because I've already had 4 applications of this, and I definitely will have another. So I'm excited about that, because you don't want something that like you have to keep like repurchasing so often, because it just goes so fast. I think that's because it is an aerated foam that makes it like a little bit goes a long way, you know what I mean? Another thing I just wanted to mention was this guy. So I'm so funny. I literally used to take like a shower brush, put my tanning mitt on it, rubber band it, and then yeah, do it that way. Having this for your back is so life-changing. So I would suggest getting that. It's not that expensive. But yeah, this was like key, life changer in my tans. I just want to make sure that I wrote down a couple notes. I want to make sure that I didn't like put anything, like miss anything. I think I said already that I had 4 tans out of it. All in all, it's a great tan. In my next video, I for sure will be reviewing the Gradual tanning milk, because I've become obsessed with this too. So if you want to see that, just hop back onto my channel, and I'll see you then.